Okay, so we're gonna try this again. I'm back. The Beauty Within is my channel, and this video will be about being pregnant by a narcissist. Um, yes. So, I'm. This is like my fifth time trying to record this video. So, yes, we will jump right in. I've seen, like I said, I don't know if I did previously, but I've seen some videos on YouTube that talks about co-parenting, custody, that sort of thing with the narcissist. But I just wanted to share my experience with actually being pregnant. My daughter is 18 months old, 19 months old, sorry, 19 months old. Um, yeah. I kind of don't know where to start with this, but I will start here. Being in a relationship with a narcissist is already stressful, toxic, make you feel like you're batshit crazy. So just imagine on top of that being pregnant. My experience, I was about 7 or 8 months into the relationship before I got pregnant. Um, I was love bomb. Like, we started this situationship in January. So from January to June, I was heavily loved bombed, like crazy, 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 crazy. It was to the point where it would be times I'd be like, you know what? These compliments are a little excessive. Like, everything I did was perfect. Everything. Every my pinky toe was perfect. That's how crazy it was. Um I did see some minor, well, not minor, but I did see some red flags starting within like the 6th, 7th month. I got pregnant month 8. Of course, we all know the narcissist is selfish. Now, I've heard like some people, their narc has tried to trap them with the baby. Um, yeah, but in my case, I don't think he was. I don't think he was. We found out, well, I found out I was pregnant. I told him. He immediately was like, okay, well, I'm saying we, like, that should be a we decision, but he said, you know what? You should get an abortion. I was like, what? But he just told me prior months when I was being loved bombed that he would love to have a baby with me. He couldn't think of anybody better. Blah 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 blah. So it actually came true, and I was pregnant, and he was not having it. Um, Long story short, I decided to keep the baby. A week later, he went to church and he had this epiphany. And narcs love to use church. They do. And I will go into that in another video. They love to use church to support these false epiphanies that they have, these come to Jesus moments, if you will, that God will provide for our child. And at the time, I was like, you know what? Wow, he really turned a new leaf again. He's on board with this pregnancy. Okay, cool. We were living in 2 separate spaces. I will talk about that later as well. So then, months went by. This was in August when I got pregnant. September, actually, when we found out. He did not want me to tell anybody. He didn't want me to tell anybody. He told me that he wanted to keep it a secret. Now, I'm going to give you some background to this story. I know I'm jumping around. I apologize. At the time, I was 32. He was 42. We both have children, or I had a child from a previous relationship who at the time was 7. He had 2 children as well. One was 8 and one was 14. I had to think about it, 14 at the time. So I'm thinking, this 44-year-old man wants me to keep this pregnancy a secret, and just months prior, he was kissing the ground I basically walked on. So he said he didn't want everyone to be in his business. Red flag. Okay. So I went along with it. I was in love, and I'm just rosy colored glasses. I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, let's not tell anybody. Okay, fine. So then, of course, I'm pregnant and I am sick. I lost 25 pounds. Not from just morning sickness, just from stress. Now, him and I are in the same career. We worked smack dab next to each other. Hence how we met. Hence, narcissists love to shit in their own shit where they eat. And I fell for it. But that's okay, because I learned. Okay. So anyway, we work next to each other. Of course, I'm pregnant. No one knows. He's treating me like I am not pregnant. He wants me to drink. He is telling me to lift all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm not lifting it. I'm not drinking that. What are you doing? I'm pregnant. He's like, oh, yeah. Now, because I lost so much weight and no one knew I was pregnant, I didn't look pregnant. So let's just fast forward. December is when he made the announcement on Facebook. Narcissists love Facebook. That's like their breeding ground or something. Like they look for new supply, they get supply, they get fuel. Everything is on Facebook for them. So, from September to December, we'll say, I found out that he was, I guess, I'm reaching for a book, keeping in contact with ex-girlfriends, potential love interests. All of this is going on, and I'm pregnant, and I'm like, wait, but this person was just, I was the best thing since sliced bread. So December came. I know I'm skipping around. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. But if you have any questions or comments, please put them below. So December came. His children live out of state, so they came to visit. He puts up this picture of all of us. When I say all of us, I mean me, my child, and his 2 children. The kids was pointing to my stomach. They're touching my stomach. He's taking a picture. Okay, everyone, I want you all to be introduced to our new addition to our blended family, blah, 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 blah. Red flag. Okay. The attention he got off of that was insane. Insane. People commented, likes, hearts, likes, thumbs up. Oh my God, congratulations. Oh my God, we didn't know. Blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, they don't know that I'm getting the silent treatment like every damn day. At this time, we moved in. We moved in the month of December. So we moved in. He made this announcement to the world, which narcissists feel like it ain't official until they put it on Facebook, right? So the devalue stage started once the decision was made that we would keep the baby. Love bomb stage completely stopped, like a brick wall. Stop. I was being triangulated with these potential love interests, these ex-girlfriends. He would tell me, you know what? You're not meeting your full potential. Wow, this is coming from a man who was living at home for 8 years with his mother. Yeah. I was like, what do you mean? Like, what? I don't understand. He's like, you know what? You're being concerned about the wrong thing. I'm like, I just question, why are you messaging your ex-girlfriend about when you're going to see her again? Okay. Okay. All right. He would say, no, I saw he was messaging one ex-girlfriend. Oh, these Hoovers, they're real. When people say, will he ever Hoover me? He was Hoovering ex-girlfriends from 16 years ago. No lie, 16 years ago. He's 40, at the time 42. At the time I'm 32, so he's 10 years older than me. He's Hoovering them, telling them that they're his soulmate. He still loves them, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, like, really? Inappropriate. Cut it out. He's like, yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry, April. Please don't leave me. I'm like, okay, interesting. Cool. So I went through a lot of that. He owns his own business. So he started staying at his business late. He just wouldn't come home. It would be like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I go to bed relatively early typically. But he would come home late. Then I started seeing patterns of, he would always pick arguments with me every week over the smallest thing. You wash my pants in the wrong stuff. Why's the thermostat on this? This food is too spicy. What did you do? I'm like, dude, it's the same. I didn't do anything different. Okay. Why are you questioning me? Why are you in my business? I'm like, we're having a whole baby, not a half a baby, but a whole entire baby, and we live in the same house. And it would be questions like, how was your day? Okay, I'm looking through this list here. But yeah, super insane. I felt like being pregnant, I was never going to deliver this baby. I felt like I was pregnant forever. I'm flipping through some pages here while I'm talking. But to be honest, guys, it was times where I thought I was going to have a miscarriage. That's how stressful it was. It got to the point where my OBGYN would ask me, what's going on at home? And I would fake. I'd be like, oh no, everything is fine. Everything is good. You know, this is just my second baby and I'm just really stressed out. I'm looking down, guys, because I'm trying to find something. You know, everything is good. Nothing's wrong. And my doctor was like, are you sure? I'm positive. Even my doctors didn't like the narcissist because he thought he was smarter than the narcissist and he would question their decisions on stuff. I thought it was going to get to the point they were going to ask me, can you not bring him? Can you just leave him home somewhere? Okay. Yeah. So I can't find what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a list in this book here. Oh my gosh. Please read it. It's like it was my life in this book. Yeah, so the triangulation, the gaslighting, oh my gosh, out of this world. I thought I was going crazy. I was like, but you just said, I couldn't question him about anything. I couldn't even ask him how his day was. No. I couldn't even question him about where he got gas from. I asked him, he picked up dinner one night. I said, oh, where'd you get this from? He snapped on me. Completely snapped. Of course, there were red flags that I overlooked prior to me getting pregnant, which I now, this sucks when you're trying to look for something and I'm trying to talk at the same time. Okay. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a really bad experience. At a time where you are creating a life with someone that you think is in love with you and loves you and cares about you, and this is supposed to be a joyous occasion, but being pregnant by a narcissist is not at all. It's so stressful. I literally cried almost every day of my pregnancy. every day. My doctor diagnosed me with postpartum before my daughter was even born. And the narc found out, he was with me, and he told everybody, well, his supplies, he told all of his supplies that I had postpartum, and that was the reason why I was crazy. And he didn't know what he was doing. It gotten to the point where my own mother interfered, and she called him and she said, well, what is going on? He said, I don't know what your daughter's telling you, but she's taking antidepressants because she has postpartum. Yeah, right. Needless to say, I don't want to make this a long video about my pregnancy ramble, because I can ramble. Okay, let's just speed it up. So he told the world via Facebook that we were having a baby. The fuel he got off of that, like I said, was insane. He was on cloud 9. He enjoyed it. January rolled around. He blew up on me. Another terrible argument. February, my birthday's in February. He pretended like he forgot. He was going out of town a lot for business and leaving me home. Mind you, we're in the same career. So, and we work next door to each other. He started going out a lot out of town. He started using Facebook a lot more. He was giving me the silent treatment on a weekly basis. The triangulation was crazy. He would triangulate me with work, with exes, with business partners, with everyone. He didn't want to do anything for the baby. Yeah, he didn't buy anything. He didn't want to look at anything. He didn't want to go anywhere for the baby. If it was for the baby, he didn't want no parts at all. My daughter was born that May 2017. He took me to the hospital. Went into labor on Mother's Day. Oh, almost Mother's Day, baby. Took me to the hospital. He was detached. Emotionless. It was so fake. It screamed fake, and it was like I noticed, but I'm in labor, so it's like, oh, what is that? Is that real? Is he acting? What the hell? Speed it up. I had my daughter. He held her. He looked at her. It was creepy. That morning I had her 12:36 a.m. I'm a stickler for times. 12:36 a.m. had my baby. By 8:30 that morning, he was gone. He left. He said he had to go do something. He left. He came back to the hospital like that evening from doing something. The next day, he left again. He said he had to go do something. Okay. But all in all, I would love to hear from your experiences with being pregnant by the narc. Co-parenting is non-existent. Like I said, my daughter is 1 now. Co-parenting flies right out the window. Out the window. We do not co-parent. He does the bare minimum. That's a whole nother video, I guess. Life after, that will be my part 2 of being pregnant by the narc. But the whole pregnancy, guys, like, it was crazy. I didn't have that experience of him trying to trap me. It was more so like I had the plague and he was trying to run for his dear life. He was trying to run for his life. Like I had Ebola or something. I was pregnant with a baby and he was like, ugh. In the bed, he was like, I'm going to sleep over here. That's my charger. And you're going to sleep all the way over sit on the floor, guys. But yeah, very crazy experience. I would love to hear from you guys on your experiences with being pregnant by a narcissist. And if you are currently pregnant by a narcissist, I strongly suggest, and I know it's easier said than done, but I would strongly urge you to leave. Like, just please leave. That was a mistake I made. I packed up all of my stuff in April. I was going to move. I was going to leave. Narcissist sucked me back in. I stayed. And when I stayed, that was the worst thing I could have. That was one of the worst things that I did. It was like, it was a tick for tat. I'm going to get you back. You're going to try to leave. I'm going to show you. I'm going to get you back. And he did, and I will talk about that in another video. He got my ass back. When I tell you, I threatened to leave, I'm pregnant and leave. Created a narc injury out of this world. He didn't yell, he didn't curse, but he got me back. He did. So if you are pregnant, I encourage you to please, for the sake of your mental health, your emotional health, your mental health, your spiritual health, the health of your baby, the mental health of your baby, please leave. It is not healthy if you have to go to a family, friend, someone's home to stay, to get on your feet or whatever your case is. Do not stay. These toxic people are out to destroy you. They want to see you do bad. They don't want anything good for you. They're jealous of you. They're jealous of your child. They mean you nothing good. Nothing. Nope. And I'm just speaking from my experience. So please, what do people say? They rate, comment, subscribe. I'm not going to edit my videos. These are raw, uncut videos, bloopered out, mispronunciation, all that good stuff. But yes, please rate my video, subscribe, and please comment your comments on your own personal experience or anyone you know. And I will catch you later. Bye-bye.